I wanted to make this short video to give you some idea of where the Homeowners Association legacy at Bryant Ranch sits within the landscaping zone L1B. You can see it there at the bottom. Legacy at Bryant Ranch maintains all of its own landscaping, streets, water, electricity, insurance, and its fully funded reserves. We maintain our entrance, our gates, and our monuments all the way out to La Palma. In some of the maps, it appears as if we're surrounded by city-maintained landscaping. But if you look closely, you can see what it really is. We border the arterial La Palma, and we have a 6-foot brick wall, and between that and La Palma, there's some city-maintained landscaping, with the exception of our entrance. On either side of the association are city maintenance roads. These maintenance roads cannot be accessed by the public. There's no crosswalk or sidewalk that will allow public to gain access to that area. There's a walking path that connects this area behind our association to the neighboring community. And behind us, there are two historical monuments. One is the historic Cajon Canal, which is billed as one of the oldest and most significant historical resources in the city of Yorba. And here's the monument that says that and explains the history of the historic Cajon Canal. Additionally, we have another historic landmark, the Pomegranate Road. There's another monument there which explains the history of this short bit, 2,000-foot segment of the historic Pomegranate Road, which is the last remaining historical piece of that road. Let's take a look at the city-maintained area around Legacy at Bryant Ranch. This is the east side of the association. There's our wall, and this is the east entrance to the historic Pomegranate Road, which is a city maintenance road. To the right is the fire station. Behind that is the neighboring community. To the left is Legacy at Bryant Ranch. The trees on both sides are city trees, but there's a wall between us and those trees on the left side. Here we're approaching the walking trail that connects the historic Pomegranate Road to the neighboring community. This winding trail heads up to the next community, where there's parking and open access to this area for the neighboring communities. Apparently, I was enthralled with this view. Let's move on. Here's the monument, which describes the history of this stretch of the historic Pomegranate Road. And a directional sign leading us to the historic Cajon Canal. We're now moving west along the back or the north side of Legacy at Bryant Ranch. There's a fence on the left. You can see that's the association fence. Everything on the other side of that fence is association property. Everything on this side of the fence belongs to the city. Up above, there's another slope and communities above us, also in L1B. But looking up, there's a plateau where the railroad tracks are. So we're looking at the space between the railroad tracks and the historic Pomegranate Trail, or Pomegranate Road. That's a dead tree. Plenty of dead underbrush. This is looking out across the association to the gates. And I discovered something as I was walking around taking this video. If you look up behind this tree, there was a dense patch of underbrush and something that looked like a building. So I investigated it a little further. More dead brush. What I'm standing on is part of the historic Cajon Canal that's filled in with dirt. You can see, when we pan down, you'll see the concrete border on both sides, but mostly it's dirt and some debris. Up above that area, I found this, some plywood hiding this little camp from the old Pomegranate Road and the association view, a couple of chairs, some ice chests, some debris and trash. There's some broken furniture. There was a pile of wood that looked like it might have been intended for firewood. And then just up above, someone had placed a little viewing platform around this dead tree. Basically looks out over legacy of Bryant Ranch and almost directly looking at my house. It was a little upsetting. And let's head on and check out the historic Cajon Canal. Continuing westbound on the old Pomegranate Road, we'll find the next monument, which describes the history of this 2,280-foot segment of the historic Pomegranate Road, and where the city had originally put up some vinyl fencing. This vinyl fencing matches the vinyl fencing that the Homeowners Association maintains between this area and our association on the backside. But both fences had been extremely vandalized. The city's response was to put up this chain link fence. Our association continued and continues still to keep ours maintained. Heading down a little further west, you'll find some steps which will take you up to a viewing platform at the west side of the historic Cajon Canal. This will take you up about halfway to the railroad tracks. I'm thankful that a train wasn't passing by at this time. It actually gets fairly close to the train tracks. This is a typical condition of the slope. Up above there's the railroad tracks. Plenty of dead brush. The city has done a fairly good job of covering up the graffiti, and also this platform up here had been cracked pretty severely in the past, and it looks like they had done a patch job or two, covered up graffiti with some paint. You can see areas that's still cracking, and where the majority of the graffiti has been painted over is where teenagers would find places to hide and hang out, and was hidden from view. This is looking west down the historic Cajon Canal. This is where graffiti's been covered up a couple different times. Condition of the canal is deteriorating. Let's head westbound down the side here and take a look. This is where there was vinyl fencing that had been severely damaged. There's a sprinkler head, but I've never seen it in use. And broken canal. Quite a bit of damage to the fence. Quite a bit of dead underbrush. There are a few very nice oak trees that have remained, and they're nice trees. But I don't think they're taken care of. I don't know. There's quite a bit of branches having fallen out. More the slope, and just up at the plateau there's the railroad tracks. You can see the trestle. And some significant damage to the vinyl fence here. This is a view from inside the association. This is the north side. The vinyl fence belongs to the association, the trees, and the old pomegranate road behind it, and the slope up to the railroad tracks. I believe it's all city maintained. The fence is ours. Of course, the street that you're looking at is ours. There's the trestle. That's Old Pomegranate Road and Bernardo Yorba Lane inside of our association.